Hi everyone, welcome back for another video with the Mini Electric. What I wanted to do today was take the Mini out in, in some darkness and see what the lights are like. And LED lights on this Mini Electric Cooper SE Level 2. They're not the Matrix lights, they're just to things oncoming, so you can have the lights on full. But I believe it does have auto dipping lights. So I'm just going quiet as I think there's a pothole around there somewhere. Right, anyway, so the lights are on full beam now. Let's take those off and put them just on ordinary headlights. And one of the things I wanted to see was what it's like with side lights, what it's like with headlights, what it's like with full beam, and what it's like with the fog lights as well. I wanted to see all the different combinations, and hopefully it's pitch dark in the middle of the Norfolk countryside. Hopefully it will really show up the lights quite well. Right, so one of the first things while I'm sat here, I can watch where the line is. There is height adjustment on these lights. So no, that's the interior dimming control, the one next to it, there we go. So I can dim the lights down, so now they're showing just on the other side of the road. But if I turn them up, there's at least another 5 meters of visibility on with the dial turned right up. Now obviously according to the manual I'm not supposed to have it turned up, so I don't know if you can see that, but the lights are being adjusted. Let's turn the windscreen wipers on. I'm not sure if you can see this okay, but if I turn the dial up I can turn the angle of the lights up quite a lot, so that gives you a bit more visibility. Obviously it'll dazzle people coming the other way, so it's not recommended. So I think, what position is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be about there, I think. It really is pitch dark out here. I cannot see a thing apart from where the lights are showing. So there we go, the lights are currently on the headlights, obviously. What are they set on? Whoops. Let's pull over where it's safe. No cars coming behind or in front. Alright, so side lights are on, but it's pretty much pitch dark. You cannot see driving with side lights. Putting the fog lights on as well as the side lights though gives a decent amount of light. You could probably drive with that, but not just with the side lights. Headlights. And let's try again with the fog lights. Yeah, quite a lot of throw to the side, so for watching curbsides and the country lanes, probably fog lights on as well are quite good. So let's stick full beam on. How does that compare to the Kona Electric though? The LED lights in the Kona Electric were absolutely fantastic, so much so they did dazzle quite a lot of people coming the other way and used to get flashed lots. Haven't driven this car at night enough to know whether that's the same with the Mini, whether you get flashed as much. But they're bright, they're very bright close up, so my near visibility, the first 10-15 meters, is very, very well lit, but like those trees in the distance, they're not really illuminated by these lights. The lights are still angling down. I think the Kona threw the LED lights a little bit further. Right, there is a button here on the stalk, the top one on the left hand side, that supposedly is for the automatic dimming lights, but I can't see anything coming up on the dash for it. There's probably not going to be a lot of traffic around. Oh, hang on, what was that? That's the top one, so the bottom button. No, not indicating. It goes to show how stupid these buttons are. I'm trying to press the bottom button on this left-hand stalk and turning the indicators on by accident. No, it's not changing anything onto the dash, so I'm not sure whether I've actually got that set somehow. Wow, that sign is bright with the full beams on. And I didn't notice any cornering lights there. I don't know if you did. But these are really good. Let's turn the fog lights off again so you can see the difference. If I can find the button for the fog lights. There. So fog lights off. Fog lights on. So yeah, it really does illuminate the curbs a lot better. So driving on country lanes and curbsides that aren't illuminated, quite good with the fog lights on. Let's have a quick turn to the left here, a sharp turn. No, I can't see any cornering lights, so I don't think this level 2 has cornering lights on it. I thought it did have. My mistake. Got to say though, the lights are making easy work of this. I mean, it really is absolutely pitch black out there. It's middle of the night. No, auto dipping, auto dimming didn't work with that car coming the other way. Well, that's disappointing. I don't have auto dipping lights. Yeehaw! Let's keep within the speed limit. Maybe it's because I got these fog lights on. Let's try it with. Right, there we go. So you really got fiddled with these light switches, haven't you? So with the lights on, so with the switch turned into the on position, auto lights don't work with the button on the left-hand stalk. You have to have the light switch into the auto position before you can use the left-hand button to turn the headlights on automatically. Now again, I've got to say, this tiny little button on the bottom half of the left-hand stalk, it really is so small, it's awkward to get. I mean, I can do it now, my finger's in the right place, it's quite easy, but it's a lot easier to flick the stalk than it is to press that left-hand button, because your fingers got to be really. It's all right for a girl, I suppose, with really small fingers, but with a bloke with fat fingers, it's not ideal. You're probably going to press the top of the button and change between date, miles per kilowatt hour, and your battery status. Anyway, there you go. We do have auto dipping headlights on this level 2. Woohoo! Now, does it work? Car coming, and oh, that was a bit late. Sorry, mate. It's the Mini. The Kona was better than that. The Kona would have dipped the lights instantly that saw the truck coming. So it looks like the Mini does the job, but it favours me, the driver, not the oncoming traffic. Woohoo! Yeah, I wonder what speed you could get air there. Probably about 55 miles an hour, catch some air. And again, we're going to fiddle with the lights here and see whether fog lights work with the auto dipping. Yeah, so you can have fog lights on with the auto dipping at the same time. That's good. Yeah, the auto dipping is really handy. another one of those features that when I had my Kona electric, if it had been a separate option to specify, I wouldn't have paid for auto dipping headlights. I mean, who needs a little device to stop you flicking the lights on and off when a car's coming the other way? You know when you've got to do it. It's not difficult. So I wouldn't have paid extra money for it, but when you've got the feature, I've got to say, it is nice that you just drive with the lights on full and you let the car look after dipping them. It's just lazy. It's like the adaptive cruise control. It's a good feature. It really does help you drive and it makes the driving simpler. But it's the car's doing it for you, isn't it? And, you know, does it do it as well? And also, is it teaching you not to bother doing things? I mean, the amount of people that drive around without their lights on, or with their fog lights on the back, when they shouldn't do. And it makes you wonder whether that's because the car's got auto lights, and basically their view is, well, you know, if it turns the lights on, then it needs them. If it doesn't need them, it doesn't turn them on. Those sort of things. But obviously with the rear fog light, it's not going to do that automatically, but you know what I mean. If people are relying on the car to do things for them, will they do it when they know they should do anyway? So there you go, no traffic coming the other way, but because we're coming to a lit area with that railway crossing, it dipped the headlights as well. Walking your dog nice and early, mate. So the lights didn't dip for him in his torch. He obviously didn't have a bright enough torch. So let's turn the indicator on. Lights are still on. Let's see. Alright, so coming to a stop, they've just turned off. Now let's turn sharp to the right. No, there's no cornering lights. Or if they are useless in this. What's going on in Norfolk at 6 o'clock in the morning? Everyone walking the dogs. I hope this comes out on camera really, really well. That's what I was hoping to show you, the auto dipping lights and how good the headlights are. And I was curious about the fog lights and whether they helped in situations like this where there's no street lights, there's no white lines, so you need to pick out the curbs really, really well. And because the fog lights, I know some people say you shouldn't have your fog lights on if it's not foggy, but if it helps you in your driving and it doesn't dazzle other people, it's not inconveniencing other people, then why not? And the lights are so low down and the throw is so short, there's no way it can be dazzling other people. So the auto dip there with the reflection of the lights in the window of the pub there. Overall, I'm very, very impressed with these lights. You can tell they're LEDs, they're nice white light, so it's a more natural light. You can really pick out the detail. Yeah, and it throws it far enough and high enough that you can see things extremely well. But if I take off full beam, no, you just can't see those corners coming up as well, can you? It's just goes to show that it really does help driving on full beam. Problem is when you get used to it and then something comes the other way, then you see so little without the lights on full beam, it encourages you to slow right down. But I guess there's nothing wrong with that. So as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, hope you found it useful, and see you again soon for another video. And perhaps it's worth mentioning with the puddle lights that come on, so that's this mini logo that's thrown down outside, you get quite a lot of light here. It really does help you. And of course, bye for now.